people. It's me again. Back at it again with another one you do. Now, right now, I am at the basement. I am meditating. I went to work, got off from work. I went to the gym. I was doing Uber Eat. After that, I came to the house. Right now, I am meditating. I got so much energy. Like right now, I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm still awake. Why? Because I'm alive. When you practice semen retention, that is what's going to happen to you. You become alive to the point where you get to do more compared to the average man. Are y'all with me? Now, while I was meditating, I received something that is heavy. I'm going to share it with y'all. Listen to this. Now, I'm in the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 15. It says this: a good understanding giveth a favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Now, when we practice semen retention, our life is going to be easier. Why? Because we get to have a comforter. The comforter is your soul, is your spirit. That seed that you are holding on to, inside of it, it has life. Now, that life right there, it powers up your spiritual side. Now, when you are spiritually awake, that spirit, it gets to make things easier for you. It gets to comfort you. Like when you are going through a tough time. Like on semen retention, it's not just about sunshine. You're going to struggle here and there. But when you are struggling here and there, it's not going to affect you at all, because you will always have a comforter, which is the soul, your spirit. So on semen retention, you're going to go through things, you will suffer, but it's not going to affect you compared to if you are not on semen retention. Now, when you was not on retention, you was out there living life wickedly, sinning, smoking dope, masturbating, fornicating, you know what I'm saying, just living life wickedly. You was going through a lot, and because you were going through a lot, you could not face it. So what were you doing? You was hiding from your problems. This goes with back then, like when we used to smoke, when we used to drink, or when we used to release a lot. All of that, it was life kicking our ass. Excuse my language. Life was whooping us, so we find a way to escape reality. So on semen retention, you will not escape reality. You're gonna face it because you have a comforter and you are also spiritually awake. Are y'all with me? Let me read this scripture again. Just stay with me. Listen to this. The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 15. Good understanding giveth a favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. Now, the way of transgressors is hard, meaning what? If you are a transgressor, another word for a transgression is a sinner. If you are a sinner, your life, the way you're going to live your life is going to be hard. You're going to struggle a lot. You will go through a lot. This is what happened to us before we found out about retention. Life was kicking us. Bro, we were struggling like we didn't know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Because we were transgression, we were sinning. So life was very hard on us. Now, because life was hard on us, we had to run away from reality. This is why we used to smoke. This is why we used to drink. This is why we used to release a lot or fornicate a lot. All of that is an escapism. On retention, you're going to struggle. You're going to go through things. You might get fired. You know what I'm saying? Your supervisor might not like you. Or people might not like you, people despising you. But because you have your soul, you have your spirit, you have God, that's what's happening. When you hold on to the seat, you are holding on to God. So because you have God, guess what? Whatever life is throwing at you, it doesn't faze you because you're good. And your way is fine because God is with you, and then he's going to comfort you. Let me read this again, man. Don't go nowhere. Listen to this. The book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 15. A good understanding giveth a favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. So before we found out about semen retention, bro, life was hard. Bro, life was hard on us. We used to go through a lot. Now, because we are practicing retention, we have a backup. The backup is the comforter, your soul, your spirit. That's what the backup is. So when you are on semen retention, life is going to be easier for you to the point where you have the ability to face everything or anything that comes your way because you have something that's backing you up. So life is going to be a little easier for you when you hold on to that seed. This is why, bro, practice semen retention, man. If you are ready to release your seed, go out to get a wife. Put her in the house and start blowing her back out. That's your thing. I don't care what you do. That's your wife. Release your seed. If you want to release, go ahead, release it. You know what I'm saying? You want to get her pregnant, bro, do your thing. But meanwhile, you don't have a wife yet. You're still single. This is the time for you to face life. This is the time for you to become strong. This is the best time for you to actually go after your grind. You know what I'm saying? Go after your kingdom. Go out there building empire. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, life, bro, life is not easy. But on retention, life is going to be easier because you have a comforter, you have a soul, you have a spirit. If you are there sinning, life is going to be hard on you. For some of your brothers practicing semen retention and you guys want to go back, you know what I'm saying? You guys want to go back, living life wickedly. There's a lot of YouTubers, a lot of cats, they were talking about semen retention. All of a sudden, I'm done with semen retention, guys. I'm not going to make semen retention video no more. Bro, if you do that, I feel like crying for you because you are going back to hard time. You're going to suffer a lot, bro. You will go through a lot. Let me read this again, man, and after that I'm gonna lean back. I gotta go back to reading. You don't know. Listen to this, bro. The book of Proverbs chapter 13 verse 15. A good understanding giveth a favor, but the way of transgressors is hard. The way of transgressors is hard, meaning what? The path of the sinners is hard. Life is hard on them. Like I said, this used to be us before we found out about retention. So if you want your life to be a little bit easier, if you want, you know what I'm saying, to face anything that come your way, you know what I'm saying, boldly, bro, hold on to your seed, man. Hold on to your seed. Don't release that seed unless you are ready, you know what I'm saying, to put the seed inside of a woman and get her pregnant. Go out there, find a woman. You say, hey, baby girl, listen, I'm a man. And the Bible said, it's not good for a man to be alone. I want you to be my queen. I want to put you in the house. Let's start, you know what I'm saying? Let's start procreating. Let's start, you know what I'm saying? Let's start making babies. And the woman come, you know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You release your seed, you get her pregnant. That's fine. Meanwhile, bro, you're still young. You need to face life. You got to get stronger. So hold on to your seed if you want life to be a little bit easier on you. Semen retention is going to make life easier for you. You get it? My people, I'm going to lean back. I say my piece. I'm about to go back to my reading. I pray that you guys gain something out of this. I pray that you guys receive some sort of a wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I left my cash app in the description. I also got my PayPal there. Donate to the channel, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
I know. But I'm not a rapper.
Papi kuka pesa tala simate. Azuraya pesa tala de. Papi kuka pesa tala de. Azuraya pesa tala simate. Just like a bird, flying so high, you and I, we not the same. I be on a righteous path, I think I'm going the same. I be climbing trees on top of tree like Tarzan. We don't do no Zan, no, we don't smoke no gas. No, can't you see me? Yeah, you know I'm in my bag.